Hello guys. Right, I am making a recipe which has been requested so many times. It is beautiful, light, delicious idli recipe. Now idli is like a pillowy, soft, perfectly shaped round little piece of idli. It is so delicious. It is great for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I have got this recipe from my very close South Indian friend who has given me a recipe because her idlis come out perfect every single time. So I thought instead of me using my recipe, I'm going to ask her for tips and tricks. So she has given me lots of tips. So I'm going to show you how to do it. The only thing is, if you're making idli from scratch, it is a little bit of time consuming process, but it's totally worth it. If you've had idli before, you know it's totally worth all the effort. So I'm going to soak the lentils overnight and then all day, and then in the night I'm going to grind it and let it ferment overnight and a bit in the sun. It's really still very cold, so I might have to ferment it for a bit longer, hoping that it will give me nice fluffy batter. So let's get cooking. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. So I've got 3 separate pans. In the first pan, I'm going to add 3 cups of rice. In the second bowl, I'm going to take urad dal. So here's the urad dal, 1 cup. I'm using the rounded urad dal, but you can use the split one as well, whatever is available. Right now I have this at home, so I'm going to use this. And in the third bowl, I'm going to add a tablespoon of fenugreek seeds. And now I'm going to soak all of them in water and leave them like this for 8 hours. I'm going to come back to this in the evening. I'm just going to cover it in good quantities of water, not a little bit, lots of water, and let it soak. These have been soaking all day. I soaked them in the morning. It's really dark outside. Look how fluffy they look. Everything looks fluffier. Look at the rice. So lovely. And the fenugreek seeds have fluffed up too. So now I'm going to grind them all separately with very little water. I'm going to do the dal first. So just take out the dal with your hands, but not too much. And it will need a tiniest little bit of water to help kind of blitz it, but not too much. Don't make it very runny. We don't want a runny paste. We want a thick paste. Right, this goes in. I'm going to blitz this up. If it gets really difficult to grind it, you can add like a couple of tablespoons more of water. So once I have pureed it, I'm going to transfer it. Oh my god, look at how silky smooth it is. I'm going to transfer it to a nice big pan and then blitz the rice in the same mixer without washing it. There's no need to wash it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how smooth. It's like so creamy and beautifully smooth. I'm gonna do the same with the rice, so just take out scoops. I'm gonna need 2 rounds of this, can't do it in one. And also just add a little bit of water. So the rice has been blitzed up. I just want to show you how amazing it is. Look at that. Beautifully, so smooth. I'm just gonna put it straight with the dal, all in one pan. And in this last bit of rice that I'm blitzing, I am also going to add all the soaked up fenugreek seeds and then blitz it up. So this is the final mixture. I'm going to mix it up really well. And it's 10 p.m. right now. I'm going to let it sit outside till I wake up in the morning. And then if it hasn't fermented enough, I'm going to put it in the sun, if we have sun, for a couple of hours. Look at that. Beautiful. Look how smooth, silky, gorgeous this is. I'm going to put a lid on it. Cannot wait to cook these. Right guys, so I showed you the level I left it in. Look how much it's fluffed up. Oh, look, it's increased in size. You can see it smells fermenty. Okay, come in. I'll show you. is beautiful. So I'll be honest, I don't make idlis very often at all because it is a bit time consuming, but I've been desperate we can't get them here where we live. So it's not like I can go to a restaurant and grab some. So if I want to eat it, I will have to make it. I want to really show you the fermentation because it's worked beautifully. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. So I'm just going to beat this up and add a bit of salt to this. So a good teaspoon and a half of salt. And I'm going to put the steamer on. So this is the idli stand I bought from India. It is easily available online in UK. So as you can see, it's brand new, which means I haven't used it yet. I used to have a different one which you could put in microwave, but I hardly used it, so I wanted a proper one. So I've had to get the help of my nephew who's visiting, and his powerful hands have helped me open this up. Thank you very much. So I'm going to first give this a quick wash. Okay, I've washed the idli maker and she has quickly dried them for me. So I've got just some oil that you use in the kitchen, and I'm just going to oil the molds with, just so the idlis don't stick. You know, I used to have that plastic idli maker which would go in the microwave as well, so you could get quick idlis. But I just stopped cooking and making idlis, and this friend of mine, Radhika, she makes absolutely amazing idlis. Every time I go to her house and she makes idlis, I think, oh my God, I really need to start making them again. So this is very exciting because once you get into a habit of cooking something, it's not such a big deal. We make dosas all the time. Idli, however, because I didn't have a proper stand, so this time I got hold of a proper stand. Usually you have bigger ones, but for a family of 4, this is absolutely fine. So once you've oiled it, I'm going to put the mixture in. Okay, so I'm just going to get a bit of the mixture. So you have to put 3/4. I think I put a bit too much, so I'm going to try and put a bit less in this one. I love that I get to try recipes with you guys. So as in things sometimes I haven't tested them, and I test them directly on camera, which is always fun. So using this for the first time with you guys is going to be very, very interesting. So once you filled it, then you kind of put them back in order. And I'm just using a normal pan I used to cook rice in. I filled it with 1 inch of boiling water. It's bubbling away there. If you have a steamer, or if you have any other kind of pan which is deep enough for your idli maker, you just have to use the best utensil to put that in. So I have made some sambar to go with this and some chutney. Okay, so now this goes. Look, it's bubbling away, a little bit of water, and this is going to go. So basically the water shouldn't touch the mixture, and I've got the lid for this so you get nice steam, and I'm going to open this in 12 minutes time. In the meantime, I'm just going to finish the chutney. A nice hot pan. You can use 2 to 3 dried red chilies and 80 grams of peanuts, and I'm just going to dry roast them until you can actually see a change in color and you can smell them nicely roasted. A couple of minutes. So you can see that it's got like the charred bits, the chilies are roasted as well. I've given it 2-3 minutes, and I think that's done. So what I'm going to do is turn the heat off, and it's really important that before I blitz it, I'm going to cool this down. So all of this is cooled down completely. Use in a blender. Now here is a whole coconut, fresh coconut that I broke up and chopped up into pieces, and I've just weighed it for you guys. It's 300 grams. This will go in as well. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of jaggery grated. If you cannot find jaggery or haven't got jaggery, then a little bit of brown sugar will work as well. And half a teaspoon of salt. So I have run out of tamarind paste. I have just tiny little bit left in this, and I wanted like a half a teaspoon. So I've just put some water in whatever was left in this, and I'm going to add it to the coconut. and also going to add around 50 ml of water to help blitz this. If you can't blend this, if there's not enough, just add a little bit more of water and that should help grind this down a bit more. So here is the blitzed up chutney. Look at that, gorgeous. Just gonna get everything out. So this is the sambar ready. I'm gonna quickly reheat it. I made it 2 hours ago, and this is our chutney which we just made. I showed you guys. Here it is. And I'm gonna finish it with a lovely tadka. So just a couple of tablespoons of peanut oil. I'm just using groundnut oil. You can use any other oil of your choice. And just gonna break 1 red chili in, dried, a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Let them sizzle, and once they kind of start to pop, like right now, I'm going to add a handful of fresh curry leaves. Let them fry out a little bit so they release the flavor in the oil. And now I'll pour this on the chutney. Right, the timer has just gone off. It's the moment of truth. They flopped up. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a toothpick. I think I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes, I think. Sharp knife. Moment of truth, my friends. Oh, it's worked. That's the perfect idli. Oh my god. I know you know I love my food, but this smells so nice. So I'm going to brush these again with some oil and put a second round on. So she also suggested to add some soda, and I didn't add it in the first 2 rounds, but I've just added in the last round just because I want to know whether it does actually make a difference, because some recipes use soda, some recipes don't use soda. So I wanted to try both. So this is the one with the soda. I have to say, the one with the soda is tiniest bit lighter than the other ones. The other ones were delicious, but these are even lighter than the other ones. So I will, in future, going to add, in that whole mix, I'm going to add like a teaspoon of baking soda in the whole mixture. It's like pillows inside. Look at that. Spongy, beautiful, perfect. Some chutney, some sambar.
2 days of hard work.
That's true, actually. Worth every second. That is so good. I won't be able to talk much now because this is amazing. I really hope you're going to take out time, put in the effort, and enjoy these idlis and chutney. The sambar recipes on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.